Podcastmalawi. You're with me, Brandon Jones, and what's your name again? You be changing names every day, man.
I keep changing names.
Yeah. What's your name today?
I think let's maintain the Hamburgers for a while.
For a while.
Yeah. So yeah, it's me, the usual guy, Bensam, Hamburgers. Yeah.
Dinner, I guess. So before we go on, we have to give a huge shout out to UNICAF University for making this possible. We are coming to you live from our YouTube channel via every other social media platform. Koma transport. I believe at UNICAF University. So you guys doing partnership with UNICAF University. So first of all, it's a university. You want to do that degree. You want to do that master's, PhD, wada. That's the place to go to. They are very good in the online learning. Also, they have physical spaces in Lilongwe and Blantyre. Go Lilongwe, go no, go say the workshop right, go Blantyre, but General Kona, so you can check them out. Link in the description. You go to their website. Also, their goodies in it. My goodies are Jabanga and Ravel. Yeah, there's a link. Yeah, it's gonna be put somewhere in it. It's gonna be put.
Yeah, so the link will be shared when this episode is coming out. You have a link and you download the whole thing.
Yeah. So everything is gonna be
in one place, but you have to call a specific number.
Okay.
For you to access the courses.
Yeah. So there are free courses.
Will be shared. Yeah.
That's the idea. There are free courses offered to you guys. I mean, madi support Podcastmalawi. I mean, mabanga subscribe. I mean, mabanga follow. I mean, mabanga engage. Ajama dina utisima tajizungu aja. Tie ndika puzile. School kuliwa free course mbili, you know, so there are about 300 in it. I instigate 300. Yeah. So yeah, man, a big shout out to UNICAF for trusting us with the biggest brand and biggest brands coming together. It's just beautiful. Uncle Ben, you remember Ujin? The last year, I don't know. What do you episode interview JP no
that was last year, but
last year. What month did you
when?
Yeah. Remember that time I was nyimbo.
Yeah, he talked about two songs.
Nyimbo zanyo
But did we know? Good, he will bring vacation.
Bro. Ndakwa bwajikata lokicho. Nyimbo zokaza nyo za JP. You know, actually he warned us on the show, on the podcast. Like
it was 11 months ago.
11 months ago, yeah?
Yeah.
Which is, but yeah, he said, well, I'm still working. Also,
yeah, he was willing to share. I think we just didn't follow it through, eh?
Yeah.
But he was willing to give us those two songs.
Those two songs, yeah. Of course. Yeah, please talk to him.
Get us in the contacts. Yep.
Website.
Yeah, I think let's talk to him to see our website. So we can have him we just have a show where we vibe with him.
Yes, yeah.
We vibe the songs and just talk about it.
Listening part,
yeah, we can host the listening part.
Yeah,
it's already hosted.
No, but we host it one catalog. Eh?
Yeah. So, what was nyimbo zinga? Sizukwana teni?
Let's start with the first one. Was Vacation.
The first one was Vacation.
Was a vacation. Can I go? The second one on 5th April was Give Me Your Love. The third one was on 19th of April was It's a Weekend. It was dropped on Friday, I think. And then 4 days ago, he released The Rude Girl. And then after that, he released Your Body.
That's my jam.
Yep. With a very interesting artwork.
Very interesting.
And then 2 days ago, he released Rest in Peace to all the kids. To all the little kids. In that order. Then a day ago, he released Maferano. Then a day ago, Ankaziwandan. 19 hours ago, Oops. Then 17 hours ago, a song called Biggie. And 2 hours ago, Wandiponya.
It's
like, how many of them, eh?
Album.
10,
right?
Yeah, yakwana 10. So what's very interesting is the first song that came out, the debut of this collective, Vacation.
Vacation.
Vacation then a trend has been used as a TikTok sound and hakusanga jamming and hakandega kaura bila kunja vacation ikumveka kumusiku akeko mastera si vacation yabanga trend kwambiri
Heaven.
reception ile bwino.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of public figures using it on their traveling clips, video clips. So yeah, it's quite a success. Of course, a lot of people are like, no, the song is not nice. But if the song is
Why is it trending? Why is it trending?
If the song has traction, I think it's safe to say it's a hit.
Yeah, it is a hit. I
also saw a clip, I think, from which college the DJ played the song and
And
the
Lasanga.
whole crowd went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is going neck to neck the control.
I mean, come on.
Visionary guy. Now, compilation I don't know, because at any moment ngatozoti nyimbo zachula zichazachuruka hapo so zabu hazina 5 but
yeah, but when this is coming out,
is
probably there'll be
5 more new songs. Yeah. But for the songs zachula zit, which one are you vibing with?
I'm vibing with you.
Was this Vacation TC our fun national anthem.
I think Your Body is nice. And for me, I'm a roughneck. Waniponya is also my jam. Yeah. So to me, those on top of the list.
On top of the list, yeah.
That's me.
Are together? Which one is your favorite?
Mafelano.
Yanko? Rest in peace, little kids. Oh yeah, he came in hard.
What's wrong with you, man? You died before or something?
No, Master better.
I didn't hear conscious rap.
He's a very good Bridget. Better. Master better that one.
Waniponya.
he bets real nice. So he's rest in peace. Yeah, better. Bridget. Rest in peace. Omwase. Which one is your favorite? You mentioned obviously. But nyimbo meja si nyimbo yake.
You can't debate over that.
You can never. Then my phone sank zina so the vacation. And I think hip hop on the hip hop yenien. Then Mafelano is my jam because I know JV uja Calabansi uja ndi ujeni Waniponya because vibe yake ndio fanana.
That's an old school JB we used to know.
Yeah. Vacation yonde kuzwa kale. Iwe kuzwa kale village. Ndina yake so big shout out to JB.
Of course, Antenaga when I already my studio made malo antochiba. So I don't know.
Yo analiko kuma studio go. Analiko.
So I don't know what
since we are going to engage in the
yeah, let's have like a listening session just to vibe on the songs.
Yeah.
Usually does that. Like for an hour we just vibe on a song.
Yeah.
Talks through that and whatever and just put everything in one piece.
Yeah. Vacation is inspiration again.
Because people are like Mutango Shula Mashon is like
what's going on? Lipepelesha. Anabanga so issue one in Guamagame no Wanga Gava.
Iwe.
Oh. I had everybody vacation quick TM.
So don't. Bledge so banga go adreg ya Jen. Vacation. The ones me listening party don't say about vacation. So I think that's that with music industry. My guy, pull up your socks, mamona JB. Wangobwera mnaimba ati nyimbo tano kwa JB wangobwera. Waona?
And the funny thing is Sawabanga releases by radio. Sawabanga now za mageti giver kudati ya.
Oi.
Hajika pakuti.
Oi. Like must on the bravery so Payoka. He's releasing pa Facebook page pake. Ngari kufuna nyimbo yo. Ndorubira kana ni ukaipeza. Amangoti the new song out, enjoy. And how many share? And how many share noka? What next thing you know, ukumve mina ulipa TikTok mmoja, umva sound nayo. Uzaona
Kama vile kupe jijai, kumina ile sama tamagira.
kusati peje mapita konkupeji kwake and I think tukufunika maoje mari start brave yote ambili uri muntu ngona guys video ine sikaba YouTube sikaba uri kaba Facebook
Kumalo kwa magiriki bakucha.
Oi.
Kwa baba geru uri please John.
Tantro kwa
Kafile ni aga. Kafile ni new song.
Amango igari nyimbo yatuluka after 2 hours 5 hours inaso
Muntu wankulu.
Madre gindi zitu zake kabena
emoji.
zina zake ngoye kubeka zino chake basi
Osari my artwork. Literally.
My artwork
My vectors.
Kala wina ndani bleja kanaja bondalama komai
Aspire wakanaja ngona. Design.
So it's just very interesting to see him back, and also we love that guy. Ana palibe amena madani JB. Kudani JB antu ankafuna eseret. Zinone ngoti simulalo yobeba.
What a day,
they were trying to hate on him.
They were trying to hate on him and whatever.
Did end very well.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I mean, Puza ke sana rabu. Puza.
Puza. Ndaka kapitoleta se. Fa yo kunena uchitsiru munhu nzabobo. Kwa chitsiru wakapitoleta. You see. You indeed, I guess. So it's one of those. So he's representing us in the US each and every day. In the gateway, the portal for people in the US to know. I don't know Malawi kundani. Akabwemene mkusana ina hambo si nchani. You know. Kwa sababu nisanga so this au banga papazi. Zubanga no tale ndizime zuchitika kuno kuli Expo. Imene yachitika ndo defeat kapanga drop ikhauli yachitika the past first week, yeah. Kumalizikira mu weekend. Yeah, but Friday, yeah, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Yeah, 3 days. The Expo mene, the tourism, Takulanda Expo. This should be the second one, yeah?
No, it should be the 50th edition.
50th?
Yeah.
Edition.
Should be.
Come on, Yoyagamoro.
Come on, we aren't talking about that.
Yoyagamoro.
I don't know. Honorable Vera Kamtukule has her own ways of doing things. She get things happen, eh? So even last year, she had the vibe, and she's always having these strategies every time. So
yeah,
it seems this one, yeah.
Yeah, but in traction, I'm building for the last year in Alisobo. So they're just building up from what they had last year.
Yeah.
So I think it's a big shout out to the ministry led by Honorable Vera Kamtukule. Because I mean, tumafuna ma minister ambili atamabanga yonto azoneka. Mazoti tena ke kufusoti minister wacha kuti ndindani. Sumadzwa because they are not as active.
Yeah.
Not because you suma wanga follows into. Koma no they are not as active. Chikaturuka chilist cha ujenera banga shafu yanchana. Timangowerenga ntime eneyo.
Konsumena voti ndikuoneka bo. Huh?
Suna lapi, right? Suna lapi,
Okay, let me give you a breakdown of what has happened this weekend, and the reason maybe this year's Expo is buzzing. You know, Malawi, we have 2063 agenda, which is guiding us up to 2063 in terms of what should we do, what should we develop, and so forth. Under that, then you have this 10-year plan, MIP 1, Malawi, I think implementation plan 1, something like that. Then what they did was like, okay, Timange focus on Jan when it comes to our focus in the meantime. I think this government, and they said, good, they will have ministries at that. I'm not going to focus for us to uplift Malawi from poverty to something else. So they focused on 3, and they called ATM, which is agriculture, tourism, and mining. So it's called the ATM strategy. So this week they got also a number in agriculture. Days out, so many investors were there. Ashina Gray,
I'm tractor.
Mahindra and the like, they were there showcasing my products out, and people were coming there, my investors and whatever. And the next was my guys are mining. My guys anabwesa my mines, one sa Malawi my mines. You know what to like unit. Like saveneka kaoni mina inaonesa malo amene muli zinthu mwapo.
ndege paja nkauluka
Yeah, so
nkawabaru
saveneka-
sinkanguluka leo living manyumba sasankatonera
Yeah. So like my details are like kumene koko. Like where you can find miyala iyi ndi ku Malawi. There's so many presentations, so many investors came, and now the last one najani tourism because my now kaja kumalizana ngisi anthu sona abanga zonse serious now. It's not like it was
Wekwa bwanji
that was a wrong
koma I get it because now my sectors ngati mining ajere they're too technical.
Yeah.
Ndingini yoti even so sana ipange mainstream kwambiri anthu amene anamaziwa ndoti they are interested, you get amene ali interested kwambiri ndi mining iyo pamene ya tourism yali sakudziwa there's an expo going on in mining in Mazwa. A friend of mine works with whatever then naona maoje ma status ayo ali kujandi ku expo ya agriculture ayo nice waitadusa kale, you know mpeneso amanuza yanko kuti ndi ATM ndimvera okay cool, so that's the strategy kumalizana nkumene kuli tourism ndege nakhala to general tamu sinambira ndo yeah mat
no but agriculture ATM inakhala okay
kositanga kutengera ndi mmene anazipangira arrange ma expo awo ndege nakhala AMT pamwe na ATM zimamveka ngati ndalama kapena so in the memory of
it is what it is.
But yeah, it's these expos are nice. Zimabanga boost and how is a business ambili when it comes to my expos aja we know also what to get, where to get what, but it's not like how mabanga kumonoko kwa sipozo na mabanga. There's if you naenda dzulo tinakapanga tinaja chocolate chopangidwa male kwa mkono
munapita ifosa tirenga sio
eh
ifosa tirenga ifesi makonda chocolate
insinu mnali ku gym unalibe ku gym yanu sina kapanga inalibe stop bezula pila ndio komono ya we went there, like we've seen a lot of players in the sector, and also anhwena ke sistema zona mabanga zitizo, because you may know, let's say Podcastmalawi for podcasting, you would never know what that Podcastmalawi so mabanga magasu gadmarani. So these are the spaces where you can showcase whatever you do. So a big shout out to amene anabwera ndi idea amene munene na moti focus ya ife ya 10-year plan in the ATM. So a big shout out to you guys. That's a very good plan. I think I believe ndi plan imene napangidwira ndi mmene so ikuyendera. Uje Expo ya tourism in particular iyi ati ndi mmene so yabwera kwambiri because ma stores kuna kwazaza kuli packed kwambiri. The first day launch nabwera anthu ambiri mbiri. Today we have we have Ujen Mazula Ujen performance
Tuesday.
at the public day.
pajani Tuesday.
Kuti lero Saturday.
Yeah, muri tudenga na town lero.
Sorry.
Today is Saturday, but
If you're doing a drop on Tuesday.
yeah, and they're calling it a public day.
Public day.
There's so many activities happening on Tawanga Parade. Even the minister herself, we about Jen Mamode Bajamadusa Bajan.
Yeah, the fashion show set up,
Yeah, open fashion show. Masa Wimba, so she's a creative minister.
Yeah, she is. She is.
Because yesterday, and the beauty about it, she's available on social media. You can follow her on TikTok, on Facebook, and most of the activities that involve the tourism sector, you can actually see most of the activities there. That is all. I could see her do Maloko songs, right?
Yeah.
Ndima artist coach and Expo. She was able to get the mic and participate in the singing, the performances, which is quite amazing. My minister, they would be stuck up to do such stuff.
Yeah.
So I commend her for what she's doing.
She's
great.
Anabanga incorporated they came up with the theme song of this year's Expo.
Yeah. Add some
Also
dance
Ali
routines,
Moso.
which is amazing.
Because she's the one that vocalized the Mawaji Zmayat.
Yes, to have a minister who can be fully involved in activities like that, it's quite amazing.
It's very, very amazing.
Because
So
haina go someone kala leader, basi kala leader ndo mangoloza oti iwe.
takabange jako. Well, also takabange jako antana mango kala. They're just waiting for time to sign things,
Yes.
So for progress komaso ngati zinthu zikuenda bwinobwino. I wanted, like I was proposing we call one of the guys that are kumene koko, so tingathayankhula kamwe ndi apie Madam Vera tungoona kuti kodi what's what, where their heads at.
You want to speak to the PA?
Yeah, bro.
You need to book an appointment. You cannot just call him
I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy.
Plus, this is Podcastmalawi.
This is Podcastmalawi. Book appointment. People book appointments.
I bet you he is not going to pick the call.
What if he does?
Malawi is
He's probably in the meeting with the madam right now.
Akayanka.
He's not going to pick up the call.
Akayanka.
Akayanka.
thing is, this is Podcastmalawi.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People want to have a podcast in Malawi. They come to Podcastmalawi.
Yeah. The number one word.
The number-
Podcast in the land, bro. Come on.
Everything else is just people just chilling and,
Yeah.
and having a conversation.
So we want to talk to the PA because none of the tijipasa ule mujintushi. Said.
Yeah, because sometimes I think we need to deal with facts, and it's better to speak with people with the first-hand information.
Hello, bwana Mwendo.
Yes, chief.
Zabuno bwino.
Double.
Nathokoza kwambiri. We are live shooting pa Podcast Malawi. So we just wanted to ask a few questions.
Yes.
Ndidi ine Brandon akundiyankhulisa soko no. Mulindine Brandon Jones ndi Bensam. So we're just going to ask a few questions around the expo that's going on.
Okay, cool.
Just to get ka insight from anthu amene mumapanga plani, and also
Yeah.
choyambirira, congratulations. It's a very beautiful event, very colorful.
Yes.
Tokuma kunyadilani magayi muthamanga kwambiri background.
Bwana Josh, Bensam here.
Zikomo kwambiri, zikomo.
Bensam.
Bwana Josh.
Yes, Bensam.
I was challenging my team here that you're a very busy man and you're not going to be able to pick up your call. I thought maybe you're in a meeting or something, and you ended up picking up. You made me lose a bet.
I'm trying to get food. I'm leaving for Zomba.
All right.
Yes.
Right.
Ababaziko maso kwambiri mwatiwinisa beti kuno. Yeah, so first of all, mafuna ndipange, what I wanted to understand was imagine my expo has a collab wangapo, right? But from last year, goni panalino moto unapondedwa kwambiri. What has been the inspiration behind it?
I think because last year it was COVID. So it was something like number one.
Yeah.
Number two, in the leadership Bo.
Yeah.
After coming in here, Honorable Vera Kamtukule, you already know Madam Wajama Ivasadi Moto. So with the team that she has from the ministry,
Yeah.
The last year, because in the middle of COVID, we had enough time to plan for that event.
Yeah.
We had a lot of time to see what it kubelendani or design.
Yeah.
It's more like a brand vintage. Kuna ina zatenga no semioti ibatse moto.
Yes.
Malawi International Tourism Expo 2023. And with strategic partners that Malawi Institute of Marketing, FDH and the like, so some management support the event in another country successful.
Yes.
Now, from the lessons drawn from the COVID pandemic, now the domestic tourism, anchor tourism in Malawi.
Yes.
You mean in that during COVID May we had shut down and all these things, and from as much
Yeah.
my tourism sector never survive.
Survive, yes.
Other places we survived on domestic tourism. So could the territory model we are trying to turn into the domestic tourism. And if you see most of our communication, in the outside Malawi, inspire Malawi to actually be part of us, be part of the tourism, be part of the drive. And that's why you can see with last year, and this year,
Yeah.
so it's something good, and even more operators. About one of the last year 920 it if not 100, but now we have over 200.
That's
So the response is very positive, even from the industry players.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So I've seen so many traction for the last year, and now it's just catching on with these people are looking forward to their next one, and my players so it's a very beautiful space to showcase their products. Now what are the plans for the future? What Ababa, do you have anything special that's coming up?
No, I think from now we have got my event that the events that go throughout the year. I mean, it was in centric. Kulipota race within July, and it was in month which is in September. Now, those events have been curated to match Presidency Expo. That's why I remember the Expo, and with others follow.
Yeah.
The idea is, in momentum, we should be able to pass it on to the other events. For example, the product race, we want to invite as many people as possible.
Yes.
Also, as they're doing that, they should be able to experience Mulanje.
Yeah.
Then I would rather figure tourism month, which is in September, we should be able to do country-wide awareness in terms of domestic tourism, woman animal operator, trying to stimulate the domestic market, which is the car instinct. You know, Gulmarina was cheaper, but it was just because they don't know.
Yeah,
Some of
true.
the and the other nice places people don't know about just because so if our main target, we want to make sure the Malawians, 19 to 20 Malawians, should not miss out on what they already have. God bless them with this magnificent land with all endowments, the lake, the mountains. It should be an anomaly. What's the experience of that?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, with all our events that are lined up from after this expo, the idea is the same. Let's stimulate the domestic market. Let's make sure that people are able to travel around Malawi. You need Malawi expensive and affordable with some demographics. Also, be that as it may, we have other places that are also affordable, giving people same nice experiences and making sure that has it feel okay. Malawi is blessed. Yet one.
Yeah, Bensam, do you have any questions?
No, just a random question. Because from last year and this year, how have you guys managed to actually make this very popular? Because this year, makalangati mwachichukitsa kwambiri, and I think some participants ena oti noti mangwaona kuti ndithu ndi ma players background koma they were able to be at the expo.
I think the difference last year, if you notice, tinavanga driving that to kuipelesa kukabde kuti anthu akhale aware maiza ma artists, ma influencers.
Yes,
we did ma promo what were targeting the youth kwambiri. So last year titamaliza we noticed anthu dana abwera, people responded, people came. But now we said okay, anthu abwera, but now we want operators.
Yes,
My SMEs amene akupanga operate mu industry yathu, we want those to be the leading ones. That's why if you visit my booth this time around, there were very few people that were taking my booth that attacked me. Big mozi, and that allowed us to kind of my exhibitors and big, because from last year's experience, most exhibitors are now not one event and hammer beat, and the difference that we did this time around, we contacted my operators, beginning from last year, was the ABCD. You can actually benefit from this event. They and to the Navanga responding, and I'm impressed.
So
other
for
than
those
that,
exhibitors, did they feel like they missed out this year?
Yes.
How can they make sure that they don't miss out for the
No,
next
the
event?
first thing that I always say is government is always the policy holder when it comes to anything now. So make sure that you are in line with the Malawi government. You are registered with the tourism ministry. If you are registered, it will be easier. So you can contact the office, come through, they'll take you through the process. Then as you are part of that list, by and by you'll be given updates. You can even take part in the other events that are coming through, like the tourism month, and take part in the Porter's race. Kuru carry part of the community. And I still Karavanja, for example, we are an Airbnb. You cannot really benefit from what's going on because umakanga will and Antamabanga is easy. Sangangu to Mizira now because as government were obliged to save and Hamina comply with the law. So for those that feel they have missed out, they're already registered already, they should get in touch with him officer to I think throughout they can brief them on how they can participate on the next one, because the next one will be bigger than this.
Yeah, definitely.
They're thinking of even expanding the place, maybe I'm going to set up so if they can talk to our people, to give them my tips and probably even put them on some of the activities that are happening. Put it by next year. That's okay. Expo is first of all.
Okay. I should just thank you on behalf of the team here at Podcast Malawi. I know you're a busy man. Kumaso next year first tipanga register sinanga Podcast Malawi yo isamango khala Podcast Malawi I cancel within tikhale nkati momo nafe tipase moto now next year.
By the way, I was expecting Podcast Malawi to be one of the exhibitors. Nangasi bezimula set up ku Expo kuja mavanga interview and live on Facebook on all these things. But I know there's room for growth. Next year we can have an arrangement. Would you guys be part of this? Over notice response SMEs they're not in tourism, their services are support tourism.
Yeah, true.
For example, I graphic design, when my guy Zama cleaning, my guy there adding that the Obangazama furniture, my interior decorators, they were all there showcasing Namabanga.
Yeah,
so our industry is very holistic. And media is one of them. So Maganga, I would also urge you to be part of it and see the benefit, because you would get until 20 for ISO tourism marketing. So you get on 20 people of marketing with your services, but boom, one main. So that's what I can say for the closing remarks, if they are any.
That was we should have you or Madam on one of our shows. We would love that. Maybe my event I would really love you guys to be here.
No, we can always arrange. I can come through. I can arrange for the madam to come.
All right.
Sharp.
Bwana Josh, tapanga nza packs hizo ndoti tiyankhana bwino usogolo.
Okay.
All right, sure. Betty Maluza.
Yeah, first go rusana yanke.
First go kuma sina nkule ndi Josh. Kabila tukwankhula ndi Josh.
Generally a bit.
Kabila ndi Joshua wina meta yankhula naye.
Jina nayo disayanka, sana yanke.
Ndo waji bwana. But
you tried later. You called later.
Later.
Yes.
But what I like from what he said, I like the fact that he prioritized the Anthu. Amabanga comply. So in this case, in Magami na tourism levy.
Yes.
And also encouraging people to be in the network tourism, for you guys to get the first-hand information.
So I think once they recognize you, they will be able to update you everything that's going on.
Yeah. And then at the end of the day, we need to have these structures. I think what kind of structures it helps. And even growth is also measure. There's growth in this way. Snank and around to 20, but 50, okay, down to 30, So that structure or that approach should be applied in any and every industry that we have in Malawi that's existing as an industry, be it music industry, we should have a body that would link musicians. The Kosoma is down to directly, one of those things. Same structure. Structure is very important. Same thing in the movie industry. You guys did Pharma. I don't know, I'm yet to find out what is meant if my structures are it's good for the growth as well. For then my individual players growth yao ngati my individual players also growth as a whole industry. with interest in the movies, bwana humble us. Kwaruga series, kwamba series Mushroom Shade.
Mushroom Shade.
Episode 1 has dropped. Episode 2 ndimene kudigira. Kati is kind of ruga pitinga panga.
Yeah, episode 2 is great, and
Yeah. Tikamaturuka drop. Is that kind of panga?
no, I'm speaking to the future because we have already seen it. Everyone is going to love it, and they'll be crazy about it. Some new characters in it, which people are going to like. There's Patrick Mihango performing.
So okay, so now Antonia Amadabora. Yeah, Bensam magadi tuligo. Koma episode 1
Yeah, I think I have the honor of making an appearance in the second episode.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Mwina antamona ngarumango tamanga magamira yakwete.
Ai, mwene go basa ngo ngarigagira. So yeah.
Yeah, man.
I
So
hope people are going to like my character in it.
yeah, it's a very like it's more of first of its kind. Many gonna get it. From the listing, yeah, casty, yeah, the storyline, you know, Jenny, the picture itself.
Yeah, the picture.
You want to bo.
The cinematography is good.
You know?
I think Esim has been doing a good job.
Yeah,
And
big shout out
skill on writing. In Ngadima lines are Joma Chula. What's the line, Joe?
delusion of grandeur.
It also means that the writer took his time.
His time, yeah. So a big shout out to Shaz. See, he's the mastermind.
Yes.
You know, we've seen Najina episodes in there, so it was very like eye-catching. Good episodes in Mamuzora Maraba. He's a marketer. Acting is, you know, one of those things. Unali Buji, I know Buji. We've been seeing Buji in other films. CZ, very beautiful combination. CZ and the Buji, the chemistry is just natural.
The performance by Cynthia was quite amazing.
It
blew me away.
What I like about Simon on the production side is, you know, I've always wondered could is a figure kuti toza jambula senior gali moto vienda. That one is difficult to catch, and it was able to
pull it off.
To pull it off, to have muntu yankula umbuya kena kusogolo yankula umbuya kusogolo.
Bwino.
When it's a good, there's a bit of movement that is difficult. So no, there's growth in the industry. We need that. Osama ngoti ntamwe kona uyo muntu akuchokera kwa utamanga. Kena kona without like the actual real life experience of a movie that is integrated into that.
Estate is in there as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, footage. Nah, it's top.
It's a
something great is happening.
It's very beautiful. So as we go, it's not kind of series. We expect. Yeah. Delusions of grandeur, guys. Yeah. So, Kumano, what's the strategy? I don't know if you have an idea of the YouTube strategy. I mean, I get it. Maybe in the quest of positioning ourselves, sinanga bwana Daud ananaota upanga maujeni kuti nafeso monetization itigwere kuno. Is it the same with the movies or?
I don't think it's really the same, because most people that have channels that are actually making money for them, they don't list themselves as Malawians. So considering the fact that Chaz is not
in Malawi,
meaning that if he is to monetize his channel, it's easier for him because he's already someone who's based in America for the longest time. So I think I cannot speak for him, but I think he has a long game, which yes, and yet again I cannot speak for him, but I feel like he knows what he's doing. That whether if he's not going to make a lot of money from the YouTube channels, he may have other means of generating the turnover.
Okay.
No, my views can hardly do, but some of these things are strategies. For instance, right now, for you to have like a publishing deal with the Netflix and maybe Amazon Prime, Hulu, and all these things, right? It's not easy. The standards are high, right? So for you to do that, you require to have certain ways of doing things and a lot of yardsticks. So you can't experiment. I'm assuming he's using YouTube because he's experimenting, and also it will help him in terms of the publicity. So some of these movies that you release and you push them out, you have like a session where people check them out. Oh, good. But you're forgetting, there's like Mama says, and they haven't encountered your material. As a opportunity manager, they will capture it, and then it helps whenever you have another material. So, for instance, now that I've seen this, next time you have another movie that is strictly for purchase and whatever, be like, hey, these guys are
Yeah. Because I think the first episode has been a success.
Yeah.
Considering the fact that it was published and promoted in Malawi mostly, and to have over roughly, I haven't checked recently, we're now over 80,000 views. I'm estimating right now.
25K.
Yeah, 25,000 in a day, right? So in 3 days they had over 70K. I'm estimating when it's over 80. Check if you can, Mr. Fact Check over there.
Yeah.
So I think it's quite a success for just something new. January kukoyamba kubanga drop and the reception is like that. I think it's quite
5 days now it's 96K.
96,000 views in how many days?
5 days.
5 days. I think that's a huge success.
It's
on Malawian level.
Yeah, but also because it's a lot of like conversations and whatever. People are always used to do something shorter. That's why we usually say that people that watch Podcastmalawi tikakhala fika 30K timaziwa kuti tikuhita because umakhala kuti munthu achionera it's
true.
not easy
That's very
for
true.
people to watch that long.
So yeah, I mean, for those that are into the I'm really movie industry. I don't know about the structure itself, but I'm just Tabangan structure. Structure is good because now let's say Urisha's job is a breakthrough to America. Okay, how is he going to put you on Paribable structure? You know, it's not as easy.
No, I think things are moving because recently also I was invited to the the US Embassy for Hamajan intellectual property. Yeah. So I met a lot of people there, filmmakers, actors, music artists. Actually, physics was there. So it was an interesting space for me to be. I'm like, okay, so we have a space like this where we can discuss about intellectual property. You know, how my artists can make money, how it is important to register your stuff in long term, and how you will be able to benefit even after you stop producing. So I think the structure kakubanga develop, but there's so much we have to do. Because we are somewhere like 3 out of 10. So I think we still need to improve, as you're saying.
Yeah, so this goes to every other industry, as I've said.
Yes.
Now, chinthu china chimene ndiwaza nchokuti lero limene tikushutamu
Yeah.
abale akurani akupanga chinkhoswe. Mr. Gray is getting engaged. Kuna akupanga get engaged kapena osapanga engaged kwa each other. What's the English?
No, engagement is amarenga in Zimai.
Okay, so
Engaged.
Esther is getting engaged to Mr. Gray. Yes, so Mr. Gray ndi chino chacha akhaula ali mujani kodi ali mujinkhoswe. By the time you could drop up ali mujani mujinkhoswe.
Big shout out to Mr. Gray.
Big shout out,
Congratulations, my
shout
guy.
out.
Mr. Gray.
Kukula ndi ukomwe.
Yeah, so mlamuyo tamulandira maziwa za official also banete.
Of course.
Tamulandira mlamuyo.
Now Esther is established.
Yeah.
Established.
Ela kaje Esther chiteka nkoma Louis. Esther Louis chiteka
Louis Nkoma.
But
But Malawi people want others to go away. I still believe.
I say you traditional marriage
And that's the blessing that you get.
Yeah, so jalogolo we. Pena kumpene zukula kwikano. Osaso chikwati guys mwankhula zakube. Ukwati.
Like the church thing for what I say. They just speak scripture.
Yeah, ndina guys.
But let's try to call Mr. Gray.
Bonoba?
Timesa. 12:13 and I online.
I bet he won't pick up.
Ringing Tiona.
Chitanke nchibleji.
Pledge!
Black the pledge.
I say you're live on the podcast. We're trying to call Gray. Because Gray hasn't picked, we know the Gray and the just want to send a shout out to Gray. I say.
Kabena muli munsalo
Ah,
akuvindikira.
nice,
We all know you're the Robin to the Batman.
No, actually, I'm not with him right now. Ine avandiri varari.
Okay.
So, yeah, but I'll be with him in a few.
All right.
Akulangizana?
Sure, man.
Wancho makagulaisi.
Awenena alikulangizana awene.
Nagolangiza.
Yeah, nona likuchitangizo. Komano, okay, just try to call back. Tikakauti dakali basho bondadi tiyankulana.
But no pressure for him,
Oh,
right?
yeah, no
Let
pressure,
him enjoy
yeah.
the time. We'll have a proper one
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he's back.
When he's
but
back.
no pressure for him.
Nice.
Let him have fun.
Ah,
Send our
okay.
regards to him.
Yeah, for sure.
Akabwera kunogo
sure.
tizamugulira kodapa mwachani pajeoche kumbusha.
Pacha.
Kombuja.
Okay, fine.
Uje ni gonda bawa. Kuliga gonda bawa say. Kuliga gonda bawa.
Ampeza.
All right, Bridget, a shout out to you, I say. Yeah, we'll be in touch.
All right, I
with
say.
time. Yeah.
Bridget, jadu
All
weganga
right,
legurasi.
bro.
I done yeah.
Ya hamboras.
Yeah, iwe ize ambulance bwana wausiru.
Bas.
Ambulance wausiru.
All right, so shout out to you. And our regards to
All right.
Gray and Madame that side. We'll be in touch very soon.
Yeah. For sure, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nzokongola se. Muntu oti makhana emuno. Basi wasiya khala dolo.
Basiru.
Sungakhala dolo moyo wako wonse.
I mean, I say, you can be happy the rest of your life.
Umelilo kwathi la.
What's nice to get her?
But you know, in the same line of marriage and relationships, yeah. No, but understandably, people have on how dali marai, tin marai. Kono so ban tana ga bai type ina again dia general on dia to some extent. Of course, it's very debatable. For almost don't know that type manager sianga, so depending on other things that you prefer in a person. Now, great amusia. Nkani in the grades I'm going to in kinds of fun. Amusia ko. What's your type? What are you attracted to? You know?
Most of them is sapiosexual.
Yeah,
Which turns out to be a problem.
It's tend to want to nakuenda. Osati tsanenge takhana conversation. Nakuenda. What would make you turn?
What would make me turn? Pretty face, light skin, titties. Yeah. She got me.
No ass.
I'm not a nice man.
I'm not an ass man. Omwase, what's your? Of course, you have to have a type. You right? Wakala.
No, but I'm not really a nyash person. A lot of people do go for nyash, and I find it very weird.
Okay, so what you're trying to say is a pretty face would make you maybe go up to them and maybe engage in that interrogation you was within this
Yeah, I think that's the first thing you find them. Yeah, a pretty face,
titties
a proper fair skin tone, and titties.
and titties. Oh.
My nigga.
Ay, wala sinusanga.
You know?
Sinusanga. Sinusanga
So, I don't really go
for nyash. Yanko, what's
Nyash
your
is
type?
overrated.
Pretty and dark skin.
Again. What is pretty?
Yeah, pretty is very subjective.
Pretty subjective.
Yeah.
Beautiful face.
Okay.
So a beautiful face for you
Is
pretty.
And also, I'm also like pen. Sexual.
You know, into curves, big ass, yada yada yada.
They come second.
Come on, okay. You'd still be attracted to a person that has a big ass, has curves, and boobies yanyadwa, akamenda bajamakut. Okay. What I've seen can be there, more especially these physical features of a person.
No, my wife is my type.
Yeah, that's why I mean I can't come he missed the shots.
Man.
So my trait made my own awaja. Uraya akaloyera big maga tipiti noma big things.
Yeah.
Big titties, zika, nyashi, curves, wada. These things are directly linked to how we fantasize these people sexually. Yeah? So for you to be sexually attracted to a person, they have to have features. Primarily, you'll be like, hey, uyu, ningathe kushomola bo. Or not?
Mm-hmm.
Now, is there any guarantee? Kuti they turn you on whatever. Does it guarantee kuti good service? Is beauty directly proportional to performance?
To performance in bed.
Bed, yeah.
I just had an epiphany right now.
Hmm.
Most of the times you're going to find that performance is based on men. 80-90% of the time. It's on men, I think. Actually, most girls expect men to perform, even if they don't perform.
That's very
Even
true.
if
It's
the girls
weird.
don't perform. Because it's mostly on us.
Hmm.
How many times have girls been held accountable because they were not good in bed? Think about it. Like, really think about it.
Think about it.
Ndiyakazanga anachoka about nah, that girl, nah, she's not. But the magazine anga achukisidwa hapo town. Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, so sex being a two-way stream, don't you think also you're also the, because I mean, no walipo. Yeah. In as far as we don't hold them accountable, but no, paliso inake. Odi amabanga serve. Ni madolo. Ndan hajori iweyo suzasa ibyo zako zijasonga tawzisiyaga yabora. Sabioso ndine. Wanzi bola nzisho wala ndi mbuli yomwe.
Don't you think in most cases an average girl doesn't matter if they perform or not? It's all nice. We can still go with them or keep them.
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate part.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah. So we actually overlook, as men, I think we would choose to overlook that fact that, well, but I like her. Well, but she's pretty. Well, she get ass. You know?
Okay, so let's say in a situation where you say you have this person that doesn't perform. Komano ulinaye alima features ameno umakonda ameno nachulira muja. Uli beautiful face, titties, and skin tone sharp. Wait. And you're keeping her just because my features are all alipo. Right?
Yeah, but in most cases, for me, I look at a girl, she gets my attention. She's pretty, she's looking nice, she dresses well, she smells nice. And I'm like, oh, what's your name? What's your number? Or maybe let's get together. Or we get to meet up. When we meet up and we have a sit down, and whatever she's talking, like whatever she's coming out of her mouth is trash, it's going to be a total turn off for me.
You can't even sleep with her.
If I was to do it probably once, then I wouldn't really do it again.
Okay, so once you not if you do it, that once you may
That's where we're agreeing.
Performance, you know, outside, you know, you get what I'm saying now, right? Kuri brainija siapo form na kala ndika sit down. Nde unangora amwene nanka sinanga zavura ndizo. Nde mwakame amena. Nkubuzo ndiwa kupasa out of this world performance. Would you keep them still?
In a relationship or a sneaky link?
However, so long as you're still engaging
I think
with them
sneaky links
sexually.
don't matter if, like, come on.
Sneaky link.
It's just for the business. Yo, what's up? You're free. I'm free. Let's hook up. That's it. I think like everything else don't matter. But if you really want to date this person, as for me, I wouldn't. I wouldn't really want to date a dumb girl. All my exes, smart chicks. Big up to my exes. You're saluted. Go salute. Respect.
I say, okay, now, sneak linky mena you would have it with anyone else, even Mutwanzil. Isn't it? But you're keeping this person for the amata.
They're the ones we share and the ones we keep. That's the rule of the game. Instigator knows that shit.
Yeah. Oh, no. You don't know how to link, you know, what's the driving force? Because in times I'm talking about, hey, what's my baby? Hey, what's chan chan? You know?
No, but at the same time, I think we are driven. Men are driven by so many things. Men are they are controlled by fetishes. What kind of fetish and they can't be controlled over that. Because they love girls with nice feet.
Everybody loves.
I've never looked at feet before or any other time, but we have those people who are driven like they go crazy if they meet a chick with really nice feet or whatever they consider nice feet.
Yeah. Okay. I think one of the issues maybe Brandon wanted to clear was there's beauty, the types that you that you have were equated to performance in bed. So, girl is pretty, everything is perfect according to your vibe, but does that have a direct bearing to that person performing in bed?
I think statistically, a lot of women.
This has to be your statistics.
No, this is very important.
Yes.
I'm waiting for it.
I think a lot of girls don't know what they're doing, man.
Yeah. I agree.
100%.
Now, since they're entitled, they don't even bother to ask themselves if they know what they're doing or not.
To perfect their craft.
Exactly.
That's why I said with this, all this stuff falls on us. It falls on men. So if you meet a lady who really doesn't really care if she's doing a good job or not, she's putting it all on you to do your thing and please her. It doesn't matter if you're happy or not, but you gotta do your stuff and please her. If you don't, and she's gonna go on that WhatsApp group with friends. Oh my goodness. Oh, that guy, I'm gonna block him. You can't believe this and that. That's what happened. But how many times have men complained about that shit? We really don't care because it's on us.
Okay,
right?
yeah. Let me digress a bit.
Yeah.
If you measure meaning like Zwina Makamba's my is not lasting long. I mean, a 4-blame bowler. Those are the biometrics.
Yeah, the metrics.
The metrics.
Okay.
Now, if you as men, what would you say? These ones are our metrics. What would you want in a woman? That's what would you like certify? It's another bank is that certifies good you in the performer.
No, but what stimulates now? Ndakamazama fetishes, it means those are the things that stimulates you a little bit more.
Okay, then why
a chick that can talk to me nice, talk to me smartly.
No, in bed.
Still in bed.
It's
Like,
I go and say smart talk in bed.
it's not. That's not small talk.
Bro,
Smart.
Complimenting you.
It's
Okay, yeah, okay.
Being grateful.
That tokos.
No, they're not.
Abeni mumat.
No, it's basically not even about that. No, you can be on a call with some lady and just the conversation on the phone, and they're driving you nuts. Your nature is even moving. There are those.
Yeah, but not in the act. Because now, as mine, I'm specific. In AO, I cannot have sex with a person that doesn't last longer than 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be less than 5 minutes. It has to be 5 going up. You know?
There are so many factors that leads to lasting long or not.
Yeah, but before you go there, I cannot. If men would have a list, and that's what I'm getting from Brandon. We need to have a list to say So if they will measure us on the duration or duration tick, they also have length issues with the guy down there. They tick and so many things, right? They tick. What should we tick? How should women serve?
Yeah.
You see how low our standards are? Like, we don't even have anything on our check.
No, we do. We do. Everyone has it here.
I do. Like, I literally do, man.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Start.
No, I was asking, okay, my list here in head. First of all, the first one is you have to be clean way.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, I love Bonya, but I don't want it in bed. Please.
Yeah.
It's first one.
Yeah.
That's
no,
the
no, no.
first-
You know what it meant.
Okay.
That place smells like fish. Don't take care of it. That's what it meant.
All right.
Well, that's the first thing. Secondly, I usually say this. Muna and women in the car my talking stage, even the madam would understand what I'm talking about. Is conversation, because I am the only person that can communicate what I like. You know, so conversation is not only from my end, also from hers. You know, if she doesn't like 2 minutes, I went on to say no excuse my French. You know, that's the second thing. Because now, if I know this one is this when I'm one day, if I last 3 minutes, I would try to do kigo, whatever, just to please the woman. You know, so yeah, I will not do that. Thirdly, kwa chama ndivanga stemilele ndi nafuna kulumidwa ntaoni ndilumeni lumani
Okay. Before you finish up everything, let me ask you one question. Would you rather be with a girl who extremely is good in bed, or someone with little knowledge? Who would you settle for?
No, settling for this ngangupanga settle for kuchipinda kumwe komeno manini lakucha. Komano ngatera call, let's say God forbid I have a clinic, then I'm settling for, because that's settling to some extent. Just for the service. I'm settling for her as well. Just that it's basing on that. It's the consultant. It's the consultant. So it's me settling for them for a particular service. So I would love that. And then get a consultant in a summer and shit to the fullest. Why am I hiring? Because I have to see.
You don't hire a consultant who doesn't perform.
Yeah. Kumangatineo ndi accountant ndi dolo.
Okay.
Singafune so consultant.
You're telling me that if you met a woman who has been around the world, smashed a lot of guys, and she's extremely good at sex because she has a lot of experience, would you marry her?
No. I think this assumption is good. The ones that are good, it means the good they have
experience.
Mileage and
Is that what you're saying?
Generally, even if you're going to look for a job, they would rather employ someone who has worked.
Nah, so some people can be first timers, come on, they can perform.
Generally, it means people with experience they do better. Statistically, I say there are not too many people who have never done the job will be good at the job. You really have to have worked at so many places. Okay,
with that mentality, I think most of the women do not want to show performance in the first 2, 3, 4, 5 encounters because they are afraid.
Move on the judge marriage. Okay, when it comes to sex, is it not that, let's say if you're saying my job boy is small, is it not your fire boy that's too big? You get what I'm saying? Because it can go both ways.
No, but you can't really quantify good sex with the size of the venue and the artist. In Tanzania, it's just good, Okay. Sometimes I think we mix up lovemaking and good sex. Lovemaking can be based on the chemistry between the two people, which may not entirely be qualified as good sex. But you guys will be so happy to have such an encounter because you love each other or you're crazy about each other. Hey, Chief,
because now if you connect with a person, even just spending time with them is something.
Yeah, but there are very important conversations that are coming here. First is the discussion that was brought by Ben. Men are heavily measured when it comes to their performance. They're heavily measured. It's about you. So it starts with your money. It starts with how you look. It starts with everything, your ambitions and whatever. And even your performance and the time you perform and how even God blessed you down there. If it's not up to you. Come on, it's not like you were born and you were putting it down. You were trying to make it longer than you wanted, but it happened. And they would judge you for that, right? Now, when you go the other way around, you wonder, I have to finance this. But when it comes to performance, I'm also the one measured. So you're financing, you are providing for the procedure, process, for the consultancy. Can I go see you're also measured, and the person is not measured whether they have been good or not.
Yeah, what agent auditing go bitambali most fajani.
Because what he's trying to say is, imagine you meet a girl, you start chasing that girl. You chase her. In the end, you catch her. When you catch her, you start spending on her. After you've done the job of chasing her, you start spending on her.
Yeah.
And after you're done spending on her, when you're lucky enough to get into her pants, and you have to prove yourself that you're good in bed. You see how, like,
now
everything is on men.
Come on, okay, tamani guy.
It's awkward, right?
It's very awkward. Come on,
you're supposed to be thanked.
Yes.
At a level, right? Like,
yeah, because I know it's barbaric. There was, of course, student who's banga endorse it. That's why I'm holding Dori or Kazawa and Banjandi one cheeto because one cheeto you know my traditions and again then they know certain things that Madam but then Samarani.
I think these people know. People have experimented on their bodies. Most of these ones have experimented on their bodies, and they have watched, they have read, they have materials. In the age of internet, they know what to do, but sometimes they don't want to do it because it's you.
Who, the man?
The man, yeah. I'm telling you, bro.
No, but here we are in a.
I'll go back to this. I say,
no,
if it was a white guy, I say this guy's will serve. I could do
No, but I feel like
because Jungle Fever, because these people, these Zata Western, they're very like they love exploring, and then if you're a why somebody was experience what did you banga so explore?
Just go down to entitlement. These people don't even want to work. It's like you get a job. You just been employed and you're happy to have gotten a job, and just because they employed you, you're expecting a salary at the end of the month, but you just go to the office and sit down. Every day you got a job, you sit down. That's how most of these ladies look at my relationships. They just sit in a relationship and expect to be paid, expect to be loved, expect
everything to be done on them, and they can't even work, and they will never even ask for sex.
Yes, like you have to.
That's very sad.
And you ask yourself, like, don't you ever feel like sex at some point? See how fake they're so even fake to themselves.
And true on the faking. Even when it comes to now faking the actual orgasm at the end of the day, like they'll fake it
to the fullest.
Yeah, where they're not. And they will tell you that I've heard of stories where people are like, after years, I've only had like 2 orgasms. Like, oh, so what was happening all those years? Because these people don't communicate. They don't say anything. They don't want to learn to say, oh, this is the best option that fits for me, and I have to tell this person that this is how best we can do it, and so forth and so on. There's a lot of laziness.
And you know what these people do mostly? Stick in WhatsApp groups and listen to each other. All of them, like on Seoru, now they're telling each other, if you want to please your man, make sure you're doing this, this, and that. Like,
what the hell? How? Who gave you the urgent?
Who knows your man? Those girls know your man? Those girls dated your man before? I mean, why don't you talk to him?
Okay, so now, does it also contribute to the this thing about men being dogs, maybe just sleeping with people and leaving?
It's a very subjective matter. Because to me, I always say that it mostly goes down to accountability. I think when you meet a lady, the first thing you do is what? Trying to get to know her.
Yeah.
You're dating her to do what? To get to know her. If you don't like what you meet, what are you supposed to do? Stay?
No, leave.
When you leave, now you're a dog?
That's what they say.
Now you see that?
There's no service.
They're acting shitty. They're not behaving. They're not nice to you. And you leave. Once they get to know you, now you're a dog. How about sitting down with yourself and be like, I'm a douchebag. I got to change my ways. I got to be nice to men.
So Brandon, speak to them on camera and tell them to to learn.
Yeah, okay, so
To learn.
ngini many years, I've like through my encounters with people, right? Might maybe the first person that I've slept with, comparing to the third person. The third person maybe enjoyed it better because because now versus I'm just saying theoretically because me I'm a virgin.
I'll ask you,
Yeah.
in most of the relationships, like, good knows where's his at? My chick in my guy. My chick and I say, you know what? That guy left me because I messed up. How many girls have you ever
Also,
heard
even
say good in Mamuna would understand because I messed
I
up.
messed up. This is my ties of some card even Damuna.
You see? So who is really the dog there?
And then so one be for the conversation maga sex is very important to have. Because women it's because of these small things that you can control at home. You know. Come on,
Serving, bro. People have to learn. I say, like, at the end of the day, if someone is there, they have to learn how to serve. The way men are always learning, it's not like all men are learning, but most of the times, every man is expected to be measured. And because you're expected to be measured, you try as much as possible
perfect your ways.
to look into some catalog of people who have ever performed.
For performers.
Yeah.
You know?
And then you enhance your skills, both theoretical and practical in sometimes, and then you go there to represent your clan. At the end of the day, other people don't even want it. And that's why I'm saying, I feel like some people don't perform not because they can't perform, but because it's you. And sometimes when someone is not performing, is no giving that expectation that you have, the question that I always have in that kind of scenario is always, maybe it's you. If another person was there, they had all these things that they wanted, they would have really served.
Yeah, true. That's
just you.
They
They don't want you.
Do
you know that other people are with people, but they don't want them?
True.
And they stay there because of convenience?
Most
Most marriages are even there because of convenience, not because people really like each other. It's about economic gains. It's about position within the society.
Yeah. Come on.
So sometimes, even when it comes to serving you, they don't serve you because it's you.
Yeah, cause and homwe wamuzoti akuzembera azimai sopa jama banga zimene akuzembera boys nake ndimene ikuyamikira mene choti ndokudya mkazi wako tikoma ndi machine koma iyo machine usumarani sumaona, you know,
it's you.
ndoti iweyo ndamene sakukufuna wasibo tizigagadisana bwino even oral sex. Oral sex is ambiri city matter. Man, too much teeth. Yeah? Too much teeth.
I think this is something you need to address nicely. Teeth must not be involved during fellatio. Yeah, some of you don't know what fellatio is all about.
Mukabange Gugu. Mukabanga so delusions of grandeur. Mukabanga was in the fellatio. So that's the thing. Gentlemen, za cleanliness is ija. Anyamara fendeta ni dwa mbili mbili. Azunaya amatobanga testify. Ni wakutu jana musia ifoti sama chaba mabox age. Ameno jana musia ifoti gagadea kuli koseko. Ameno kwa kurango nina like I've seen people oda kuirana but relationship for wamuna na baby. So mveka fungu hapo.
Yeah, but how do you end up saying something like that?
Because, okay, Warner, why do you fear that?
Like, when they can easily do it.
Yeah. Because, I've had instances where I kissed a girl and be like, I said, you
say that?
No.
Seriously?
Yeah. No, but I respect that.
No, you're supposed to be mad and throw a tantrum.
No, never. Why?
That's what they do.
Warner, baby girl. Mdoguzani ndiona so mwina so for the next 3 months.
Of course.
Ona. Then this means also the communication manager. It has to be like that. Kungokuzara say ben kodwa suna pesa sunkuoneka po. Iyo sunga feel ina yakifanda kuzo. Ungobito kana ukapesa. You know. Koma no basi fanda kuzo I dress mene kone ngati mwako. Yeah. I think confrontation ni as my am itawa so I'm bopangidwa confront. I'm a queer. It evokes their emotions. which is not a very good thing.
No, I think a lot of women are not emotionally intelligent.
Ikyumbole.
Yeah. I think they're not going to like to hear that.
This is said by men, hoping women will have their odds short at the time. But anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah. So in first of all, find the person that you're winning. What's that? Cause communication. Communication. If you're not willing, if you're not willing to communicate and do you, it's not because it's matter.
You know what they say? If he knew me, he was going to know what I want.
If he knew me, then dead.
I do communication. I do what matter. They know how to communicate. Then they say, if he knew me, he was going to know what I wanted. I didn't have to tell him. Like, okay.
Because I've exhausted everything.
As my section, this is a good one. But it is what it is. Google has food.
You have something to say about the performance?
Nah, she didn't get it. She wasn't here. She has brought food though.
Oh, nice. Okay.
For you guys to eat.
We are going to have two guests, Cloud9 and Maxine.
And they said a nice white lady.
The Maxine.
That's Maxine, not Max.
Maxine, it goes like Maxine. Yeah. It's not again Maxine. So she's gonna come. She's gonna talk about tattoos. I was gonna get with Jenny. So when you come on, Chizungu, Chirima.
When the banda Chizungu,
Benny, don't call your phone. My jokes aren't so yeah, Cloud9, because we are doing a partnership. Maxine is on here on behalf of
Cloud9 is the guy who stole your hairstyle, isn't he?
Yeah,
now you're putting on hats just to hide your shame. I don't want to use the word shame, but she said it.
Yes, this guy works as what? Partnerships guy. He has to look presentable.
Yeah, I'm a face
he goes
of a
in
big brand.
Are you insinuating that some?
Are you a face of a big brand?
For creatives.
Are you a face of the big brand? Okay, thank you. Yeah, but also maziwa. Welcome. Muna mage shine utenge kwa se. Sisi tikamabwera ukauti shine yako eja waitenga eti. Ina depend.
Ina majira masozi.
Umaziwa so?
Yes, majira. You umeranga Samsung satana nawe ba.
Podcastmalawi with the one and only Brandon Jones and Hamborasin. A big shout out to UNICAF University. As I've said, kwambira kuja kuti Magai Nigafu are in the university. It's a university, so you can check them out on their website, their socials, and then see what they're offering. But also, as Podcast Malawi, they're giving out free short courses to my viewers, my subscribers. So just be on the lookout. Social media. So you'll be provided with the link, also the phone number that you can call for registrations and whatever else that is needed to be done before you enroll for these free short courses. Cloud9 abalatu wambiri ameno ande muzika mgwao naona logo yao muziona hapo ndiapo. So these are partners. Oh yeah, Angle Dimensions. I know Henry Angle Dimensions. Yeah, I heard. But you just have to wait. But yeah, they were in the building. I missed them because it's not same Panama schedule. But yeah, a big shout out to them as well. Partners and what to sanga now. More partnerships we are going to unveil to make since we are going into the month of May. It to be well with me, Uncle Ben. I'm very excited today because another one of those. See, when I was in the Hamburg, Sensei, photographer, the Sensei, one of the hottest in the game. I don't know. I never think I'm meeting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Asai, mimi kuchepa. Ona? Kana wanabila no Cloud9. Kwa ndi blasphemy opia azankandira mwepambuye sakuziwa. Is easy and how do Bible?
You know, if that brand was mine, Cloud9, my logo was gonna be like I was gonna
bite the idea from the DreamWorks logo. Yeah,
Oh,
totally. That's what I was going to do.
Wangokhala McCloud.
Yep,
Kujambula
definitely.
mala. I guess so. Yeah, in the building.
So when you're rebranding, maybe you might want to think along those lines.
Pajayo kankhula chinthu makachipanga patent muzapitisa ukhoti. Iswena mukufuna kodwa. Yeah man, so in the building today ndikubdomolaso yefana pemphaso yakeja anthu amene wana pemphaso kuti tisakhaenda ndibona Omwase. I think my request amene akuchulukira.
Yeah, because I think he wants to just show off his hairstyle, the one you lost.
I didn't lose it, bro.
I'm gonna leave there.
I didn't lose it. Yeah man, so the man of the moment, one of kandala kokuya kwambiri kafika baba. So say thank you so much for taking some time to come here.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. And secondly, we are proudly announcing, Napanga announced Cardinal socials, but now officially announcing there's a partnership between Cloud9 Photography and the Podcastmalawi. My partnership on there, Ndambi, Tidwala. Tidwala. Yeah, man. So, Titogoze Wambili for taking your time to come here. Joambidira, Jenny. Hii ndio kangari wapita koje wakumandile kenikafafa. Auze na Malawi dzina la ndizwe na machita.
Dzina ndira. Okay. My name is Jordan. Jordan Precious Madozi Mwale. Masane mu. Wari bwa. My name Bimbi. So yeah, I'm Jordan Madozi. Ndimabanga za photography. I own a company, Cardinal Photography. We are based in area 49, China Houses, house number 183. That's where we are. Yeah.
I remember I had a conversation with one of was my Jambus. So it's a friend of mine that came from Blanta. Visit. I said Cloud9 na for 9 kuja kwa China house. Mpaka kwa China house. What's the idea, bro? Like
okay, kugula wange the time I started photography nikaganiza that you know what, I think Malawi kunoko photography mangona ngati photography na samangoni dwangari kajintu kena kake. So you go
photographer waje.
Umaru kama yenda town amati afoto ndi mazoro okay. Titapanga Jose mpana ndijiri ngatani. You know, so my office zambiri ama photographer amakhala amaloti even MP sangabwere. Azita anangavundira nipo, you know. Yeah, mbezo maloti antena konda zobisika sangabwere, you know. So I was like okay. Ine blanda nganifika khale malonzo ri even umuntu amaganizo ri alipompoyo anafika poyo atakubwera so naganiza okay ntena ke madusa ndikuyangana nyumba nsekule studio kuduku kuntango doje chingairende yana so I went there kana ndapita ku office kwa vantu zapopo mutokupanga studio mungoruza kuti mumavanga zotanda zolaya my studio imene ndifuna ikhalire ikhayo sempana. I want to make the house as an office. Aziteka zozo yeah okay nde anandipangisa ndilembe the idea that I have before I went in. So nalembera agoja napanga approve azata musiyena khale. Sinanga ujago security is very tight. Dankono sinanga azikhagiyo anthu yani. Yes anandizotoi okay I say utobwelo zabangi. Dana ndibasa nyumba. So yeah.
How long ago was this?
That's January last year. Yeah.
Sikale.
Sikale.
Komano. Mene umapita ukoko. Cloud9 ni zaka zingati?
Okay. Cloud9 been there. People don't know but Cloud9 been there since 2019. Yeah, koma sinanga ntime ne zipangizo zoene yavanalibe. I've been working with people, different companies. Koma maloto analipo zoti one day I'll have my own company which is Cloud9.
Ilipa Cloud Zero benyo.
And time ne Cloud9 koma no sindi Zwagari. Ndobanga zobusa.
Musana banga cloud seeding.
Zwagari.
Yeah, that's it's very inspiring to see young people dreaming big, you know. Photography many na muja sensei was dominated in that either they have zindramas or they can get equipment mbili not necessarily they have the talent or the passion for it kapena no ngalaina hamba sino ndamena na bwana kuti aindi zindrama zambirizo kumasona indi talent mundi angana choba mafana mukambe no kankani
you know funny thing is antamena indi ndalame anagura equipment ya photography kama sa jambo
exactly that's exactly what I
yeah koma antamena indi luso ora avurika kame anaiveza amatimapita kwanko beno kabweleka lezi kwango yedu tsotati patsaso makofi
Kwani ukwacho
lezi anga sokubweletsa wacho so antameta kula chonchofe ndameti moneka kuti tindiluso
koma nkhani ya malenzi ya Uncle Ben naimvapo ada ndi nsempano mwari ukapitisa nthawi yokwanira ija iwo kulibe
koma shout out to Uncle Ben
big man
ndi munthu oti tamuyang'ana tikukula timamuona kuti tangofika pa Uncle Ben but yeah shout out to him
Uncle Ben sifuna kufika pa Cloud9 bana
anadusa
Cloud9 I'm just messing with my boy
actually so ndikamaplanisa awanifanda nkwenda Uncle Ben nditani to maintain this
mukatero mfamu alembe nshira muzandira demi yote
that's it
ole who's
Dude, first of all, I drive a Pro Box.
yes
yeah
White.
yeah
What color is your Pro Box? Anyway, so my first question is, apart from the legendary Bensam, who else inspired your photography journey?
Delusions of grandeur. This is the actual meaning of it.
okay alipa ntangavo
Yeah.
nena mosabisa ine I'm the one of the persons who nimapereka ulemu kwa ine opereka Malawi munomu muna photographer ndi madolo but nimapereka ulemu kwambiri kwa Litete and Kelvin
Okay.
those guys built me sanami nena mwa mulungu where I am today ndimapatsa ulemu zoti kamanga Litete which is Robert Robert Pili and Kelvin Ngomwe
Okay.
they've been there man yeah so shout out to them ndamana ndi build ene
Yeah.
ife nangonjeza kunzeru zina za
So
chinyamata
start, yeah.
yeah kufika meri ba
Okay, so now industry yanwe ndiyoti ikugrowa guys akumene anthu akuziwa ngini nake anthu ankaopa kugula mina equipment nake ifama opa kuti isi pasizibwerera ndalama yanchani but now people are going all in ngati pali industry imakonda kunena zinthu zimabwenzana ngati pali industry imene anthu samaopa kugula gear ndi photography ngoti zizi za makamera zanthu amagula gear
of course
ona kupanga compare ndi kuna kulikoseko
yeah.
now do you think it's taking the right direction kapena iweyo monga noti wakhalamo mu industry ukuona ma mistake ya photography kwadziwa fine if anthu ongoona febwa taoneka you know so
photography unena chilungamo magayi there's money chimene mafunika kuti for you to make money you need to invest yourself first before you invest in equipment you need to train yourself kuti okay ndifuna kukhala photographer what am I supposed to do ngati ine ndi munthu oti ndimafunsa nzeru kwa anthu okay guys amafuna takhala photographer koma ndingatani of course anthu ena samanena chilungamo koma ena nandiuzabe chilungamo tasi photography makhayo so don't be afraid to invest in photography because komanso ukamapanga invest make sure kuti you're a very good photographer usangopanga invest foti on account 9 akuveka ntaunimu iweso yambe photography no first of all you need to fufuze guy when you're okay photography am I good at it if you're not good but you're willing to be a photographer uphunzire phunzira pita kwa anthu enera akaphunzire photography akuphunzise menchire makhalira udziwa iso ali pati shata ali pati then you can invest in photography another thing is ndi ntchito sitigona mnthu amationa ntawuni imene makhala maso athu anafira kalekale sitigona mkobeni wandimoni sitimagona makhala ntchito ilipo so china chilichonse chikamachitika moyo uziganiza zoti it's not an easy thing to get you understand you need to work hard for it and
okay so there's an introduction I've seen this guy timati graphic designer Clarence is it and apanopa apangapatna ndi Adobe because ukatuluka product inake Adobe
okay
Photoshop it's incorporated in the AI
yeah,
generated is it Clarence the guy nzako Simon Banda how mapanga remote shop and studio yeah now yeah of course kwambiri ndi graphics kumano graphic designing and photography zimayendana kwambiri you know ngati AI amene ndune nayo ndoti ungathonde jambula chinthu cha portrait kupanga generate kwina kuoneka chinthu cha you know kusintha ngini so as a photographer the coming in of these technologies don't you think kuti is going to steal your job or kapena how do you view it kuti zikubwera kwabwino kapena ndi zinthu zoti zikuonongera ngini
sizingaononge ngini athu chimene chingachitike chona zoti zitipangitsanso kuti anthu fe maphotographer tikhale okay as a photographer amene AI akubwerera iwe ndikuti ine if ndifuna photographer yanga izipitirira ndilo ndine nditsate kuti okay what's coming in what's new andivesesa so even ukamakhala pana zinthu zinake kalekale sitimabrush sitimachotsa ziphuphu tinacho komene timangopereka zinthu zizichi pano inafe kuti timachotsa ziphuphu ndengati kubwera AI so for you as a photographer you need to learn that okay AI abwera ndi chani so ngati panopa ineyo ndi ma features eno ndimayuza AI komabe AI amangopanga koma still more ine ndimafuna ndizipanga adjust zinthu zichi so it's not like kuti AI jakabwera chiyo sizingotheka AI ndampasa munthu no way wezikha AI ndikuyuza AI but still more I need to adjust some features from AI ndengati AI akundi brush ya background ndizona okay background anga ikhala moyenera nditani so ndinabe kuti AI jandimulandire kufuata dziko likusintha so I need to ndine ndiende ndi dziko kuti ndingokhala panopo ndi photography yanga
Sizienda.
koma kuti AI angatilande kuti ma photography nditha ndenzosatheka
bwana
ndenzosatheka.
All right. Samoro. Okay, fine. You know, there's something funny about photography right now. It's like, I don't know if for you to be a photographer and to make money in town, you have to be a celebrity. Like, there's something around that.
Yeah.
And in my guys, they don't have a name like in the space. They struggle. Could even have a business. So, when okay, celebrity, uzipanga posters into, and so forth. What is happening in the space? Is it a must for you to be a celebrity now?
It's not a must. Okay, here's the thing. If you're not going to be fantastic, so nkani medika ndio kuti kulimbikira kwa muntu kumepangisa rochuke. So chiwe medika chone zoti pa photographer ina ayiro zoda ndiluso. Instead of focusing on the photography, they're focusing on the fame. You understand? So ina as a photographer menda kulira. Ndimakulo okay Uncle Ben alapo komano kuti ndafusa Uncle Ben sana ala Uncle Ben choncho anachita kufika apopo chifukwa ya ndi ntchito zawo so anthu amakupanga recognize ndimene ogea ntchito. Another thing is that I like making relationships ngandudzo okay Uncle Ben alukoko there's no way ndingajeze ndi Brandon yeah. So Brandon is sakudzwa photography mene ukhaenda so I'll go for Uncle Ben for me to antena kandone you know ndiziyeza ndanko Ben wasajeza nawo kuti kwabela koma ndizafusa aranko Ben kanchiro bwanji kanda ndigwiritsa olele for me I'm learning at the same time ndifuna so my client
network iso
anthu zazindiona so I like making relationships kuti so anthu azindiona so sizofunika kuti ukhale for ochuka kuti ukhale zinthu zikuyendera no it's just that you need to work hard on your own kuzinazo zikupeza yeah
mina mafusa ifoto pa TikTok ndemulipo.
But I think just to add on that, from my experience, and how I feel, even when social media was not this hard, I feel too old. But anyway, entire feel, for example, it was for you to really like. I think it's correct, like what he's saying. You had to make a name to actually be in business. You had to be popular. How was you getting popular back then? For example, I shoot Ugwadwa Isaac. Yeah? Najambula Ugwadwa Isaac. And Tamena Gwidizira kwa tsikana nda nyamaraja. There are also people, they are prospect clients, right? So Najambula Ugwadwa Bo that delivers tunzi zabu inozokongola to Isaac. It means those people in the next 6 months or so, when they're planning to marry, I'm going to be one of the first people.
Yeah, true.
Because they're like, if Isaac trusted this guy and he actually delivered nice photos, and they would also go after me. They would my prospect clients. So it's word of mouth. It's word of mouth. And the next wedding you do again, if you do a good job, it's word of mouth. The word goes. You keep getting clients like that. In that way, you're also becoming famous. You're becoming popular. It's up to you to consider yourself as a celebrity if you look at fame like that.
Well, you see, even that time, right? You found that most of the photographers are number of sign artists, right? Like they had labels in one way or the other because those artists were now attracting.
You were signing.
Wamva
Alison artist.
Akulamkwe for adzio. Akulamkwe for adzio. I have an artist.
No, I think when I'm gonna
Shanti.
Because I feel like my guys in our they're just following the trend. They're following goody. Ngadineo meaning didn't come by the record label. It's not because I saw someone doing it. So I feel like I should be a trend. I think I should be a trendsetter because the people we looked up to, if you remember photography, in our entire how they think many people were looked down upon. My photographers were looked down upon when we were starting. Chief, people thought we were crazy.
Yeah.
If you think entire, you're good when you started, and people like, a photo. We were those people that are like, no. If ended in a photo in any what in Punga Madusa guy, yeah, in your Muja Gomalizia.
Okay, so growth. Growth ya business. Ndhaina be growth ya business ndiabo. Also ndhaina age ya creative business ngari ya inuyo. Ima bezuri ya mboira. At the end of the day, that's the only thing that's selling is that what am I Cloud9, not necessarily the quality. Where tina ifunina Cloud9. How do you control? Because I know a lot of my photography studios I'm a jambla bo at some point. For what's up jambla bo for mnamage munwage yo ndamena in the passion kwa foticha kula chintu chija iya akuyangana zinthu zina wasiya kwa nyamata.
Most of times antama gomedwa. Ndivesesa antama gomedwa komaso ukazana brand ajo chama kazo rijolinga jao muntu yose photographer anyway. Ndivesesa fuanga jibendo ne ncha kuti azori nganoma jambla bo and then wasiya ima kazo ri wakurisidwa. So muntu amene ndi njalo rine amwe photographer brand anga nfadzibilira so nga sintekolire. So which is you need to maintain your skill. Commerce, you need to teach your team. Good luck, my guy. This is my picture. Yeah. This is our brand. Chituzi atujizi kala yonchi. Ngine atujizi enda yonchi. So, as a leader, wakampani, waka team leader, unfunika uzikala mtu jonzo uzo. Ngari neo ku studio wanga nima ona every picture before they send to a client. Oh, okay. Yeah. Onta kanda joka hapo. Nima waza ntume zene ndoone. Ndiji zumula bali pose. Ndimuza se. Wala kuita ambiraso. Ora dibe nazo ga wandipa sa 25 ajambu chimodzi zapopo ndimuza sei bwereza so ituzi paka chipite mende. So I maintain that could I say ituzi anga zoneke jonchi muntu amabwereza kama foda 3 abwereza ndimuza tubwereza aso mpaka muntu ndimwe mwimbira phone client so sorry tuzanu more okay kundipa sent hours ndimuza sei bwereza so ituzi bwereza then I send. So ndimapanga maintain the quality of the quality yeah. So nimafuna basically yonchi. So antambira amagomedwa kuti ndama zamba kulowa alanjaka 1 million kubunga lina lake akomedwa asiya kuti ntchito yawo izoneka bwana. So no
you're not that.
Yeah.
Job in fair komano we just hope you like the best mena nila mujari youth led companies what we are rooting for as Podcastmalawi, and also we don't take this partnership for granted because my youthful brands or kauka we have a lot to share to punzila zambi kwa inu mina tsuri na muzano raya kamera hiyo ndibwese niko nini na bwanji ndasema
sababu zangamba zituzi za jambula nko be nafika hapo.
Actually I want to come to your studio for some pictures.
Yeah,
Spend a minute.
Yeah, I should come there, take some pictures. I think the other time I went to the former place you went for some pictures, and social media went crazy. It went bananas.
DJ, your birthday last year.
That's the last year.
It's cigar.
Social media was mad. It was crazy.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. Any last remarks before we let you go?
Yeah. Ndona dutukulatu. Unokunaga moto. Ujeni, mangoma izakhona zoti ndifane ngwalimbitsa inyamata. Osazonera basi. Ngatukona kuti school yakanika, find something to do. Alisa tinabada ndimphatso, wina alisa nampatsa mphatso wina vanga, ena ni maplaya ampira, ena ni madoda ampira mtsi. Focus on that. Ena ni maphotographer umene, focus on that. Ena maimba, focus on that. Just focus on what you're gifted at. For kuti tizingokhala or no, school serious sometimes. Komaso school ndofunika. So mofo parigizeka school komaso zono okay. Sitaka school yafuta. What am I going to do next? So tizilimbikira. Chijo semeni mabanga. Let's work hard.
Mazimvera no karuku Cloud9 niko yeye alipa mwamba wene mukawerenga Bible za Cloud9 ndaure muzilimbikira. Muntu ali pa Cloud9 niko.
Antu born again sangazi vipi.
You're born again?
Yeah, I am.
Kucheshwa na malola sisi hudi muzimanga joni.
Yeah. I'm from YCA.
Chicha ni chama yo
Tano mulichecha chama.
Mwina
kucheshwa na malola TikTok.
Ona bongo kamba za TikTok.
Neno matwegera ba TikTok. Takampange ni follow ba TikTok muone mena matwegera nyama na.
Wait, but that's it.
Ali ndizi tunzi zovula malaya ba TikTok tabida. Ndoko nama hizi. Just joking, is a well-presented young man, and I would like to
you never know. So yeah, man.
Your handles.
Yeah, your handles.
We're on Facebook as Cardinal Malawi. On Instagram, same thing, Cardinal Malawi. Yeah. On TikTok, Cardinal Photography Malawi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Monanga-
Dimondeka is
Monanga
Cardinal.
Umonanga TikTok
But if
ika-
you are not on the
ika-
internet, you can find us manually at China houses. Find us manually at China houses.
opposite the store.
Waba
Yo.
sikozo bwera muri beza.
Yes,
Siza kulanda ndi manja.
Ngati kungolwa pa
Awiri.
bageti baja
Kongola
kufusa,
bagete
so
ungoza ndopita ku house 193. Of course, segire ndainanga is tight. Ndoga malo mafuna photos amene kuti.
ubira, yeah.
Ukoza ngofika ndopita kwa 9.
Ah, wa-
Akuze. Ena mwebeza alonda ndanyo na masenta wangoza ku house number 183. Yeah, that's where we are.
Ah, okay, cool, man. You heard it here first from the one and only Cloud9 CEO. Eh?
Yeah.
Ndala Madredi over TikTok. Abuti so podcast Malawi ndi wapo.
Hey, I say, so I'm say. Sindikadzora ndioneka nyonchira.
Serious?
Antani abwe.
Sumonera.
Ai, ndinoonera. Tema ndikakoma kuno kumwe
I
kuonekera.
get it, I get it.
Uncle Ben Bepani. Antabwera zawo ndikuonekera.
That's it. I mean,
This is
yeah.
no, this is a nice place.
Zango chitika kuti kuje ku Expo.
Komantungasana kuzen. This is number 1 podcast in Malawi.
I usually say it. Ndantha mwana mango.
Okay, this is number 1 podcast.
Wera
Well, that's it.
uri ndolo kwambi.
Eh,
Era seyo. Thanks so much for coming. Unabwana ndi ndani?
this is Kelvin.
Kelvin.
Kelvin
Kelvin wa
Kuntindi.
Cloud9.
Kelvin ogo 9.
Shouldn't sane mukuti tisasokoneze
Kelvin
mjini
Kun.
mtoto.
Kelvin Kuntindi.
Kuntindi.
He's our
Kuti tisavutike ndi sane mwe ngoti Kelvin K. For tivuti.
Timangoti Kunti.
Kunti. Yeah, definitely because
He's an accountant.
Mm.
Alilipo. He's a managing director.
Damn.
Yeah, ndamina wapanga manage studio yatu. Ine ndimangobwera nazo zangu na zatuzie ndamina wapanga maintain. Amaona uri usage kutega pa.
Welfare ili
Kelvin. Yeah. And shout out to my team. Na yo amsana ndiyotse.
Yeah,
Shout out to my team.
tikadu. Kwani ngone.
Shout out to my team. Shout out to you, Precious. Shout out to you, Natalia. That's our receptionist. Hey.
Receptionist.
Yeah. So shout out to her and ndini Kevin awi. Kevin in Kalad. Shout out to you.
Ndo iwe obsession ya Kevin.
Ma Kelvin K oka.
This I don't know.
No, I think you did that just to spite your
Anyway, that's it. Shout out to my team.
Zivida sawa.
Uncle Ben and the Anyway, thanks guys for having me.
Thanks, man. Komaso obsession ya ma photographer ndi basi zivida se ndakuza ndakubanga kale only. Yeah, man. I think today we are really blessed, you know. Do you know what we have a saying in Malawi? I'll butcher it in English because I'm just translating it directly from Chichewa to English. A household that receives a lot of guests is a blessed house. Oh, nice. Yeah, it is because people follow food. I think we have food. Yeah, man. But it's a great pleasure to have you again on the show.
Yes.
So I remember the other time that we met was at
Was
Rock
that
Garden?
Bukondi, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So that time, you just a little bit of something, but for you to come again, this is very beautiful. I love that you took your time, come and see what we are doing here.
It's a privilege to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
Remember her?
Duh. You know, the first time we met her, I think we had an excellent chat. We talked about so much about the music industry, about entertainment, and I was shook by how much she knew about Malawian arts,
Yeah.
about music, about paintings, and about tattoos. And she had tattoos on her, and
She
by that
still
time
has
she
them.
was
I still that's the whole point of tattoos.
And I think we talked about that time briefly, and I hope today also we are going to have a little bit more chat, and we are going to discuss a little bit more on
the
that.
tattoos, actually. Yeah, 'cause we want to get tattoos for the whole team. This nigga is getting married,
Congratulations.
so he wants something to do with the name of the
Perfect.
wife or whatever.
I love it.
Yeah.
I want to picture my ex right here.
Behave. We don't want to be hated by your ex, my friend. Yeah, but
No, I think it's like an honor. Would do like
you've learned.
imagine we ex kind of I'm like you get my point. Like
No.
Yeah.
No, it's very spiritual. I would think they are doing, rituals with my picture. So yeah, so your name is Max. You can just introduce yourself, Max. Or
Okay.
it's just Max?
Yeah, I'm just Max.
Not Maxine or Maxime.
Well,
Just Max?
Maxine.
Maxine.
Yeah, but
There's all creatures in the end also. Of all creatures, apparently.
yeah,
Vaccine of all creatures.
I did that in my
That's what.
early days in Malawi. I've done a lot of things in Malawi. I've only been here 2 years.
So are you still doing many things? Because I would love to.
Oh, yes.
We are
Yes.
into the crazy shenanigans.
Yes.
Yeah?
Many things.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want me to reel them off?
If you can.
So we run Malawi's only CrossFit affiliate. We have a CrossFit gym out in NRC. I'm working with a musician, Dameni. We've been working with him since October. Yeah. So trying to do a few bits in the music industry. Would like to create a bit more interest around the indie music scene, creating some events, helping out with Mountain Fest, which is happening this year. Zoko Fest will not happen this year, maybe next year. I have a lot on my plate.
No.
Down the line, maybe record label, maybe. And for now, trying to juggle opening up a coffee shop and helping a very good friend open a amazing tattoo studio.
Who's this friend?
So this friend is Gift Mandama. I'm representing him today.
Okay.
I'm going to do my best impressions. I've got some very big shoes to fill. He is a tattoo artist. He's down at Zomba City Fest, which is why he's not here right now. But so yeah, I'm going to be plugging the launch of Black Flame Ink Tattoo Studio, which is launching next weekend, Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, I would love to talk a little bit about that project.
Yeah. So before you go into Black Flame Studio, any new tattoos since the time we made?
Yes, from Gift, of course. So the newer ones are this one, which we designed together, which is, I wanted a band that went round and I also wanted headphones somewhere. So we sort of collaborated and made that design. And I also, obviously, he's not here, but I've brought his artwork along.
Yeah.
To show. I have.
Oh, wow. Wow,
So-
that's the drum.
Yes. He is now my official tattoo artist. Now that I'm living in Malawi, I think all tattoo enthusiasts like to have somebody that they choose to work with. I would have more, but he's become so in demand. Got to wait my turn these days.
My turn. Yeah, I've seen. He was based in Zomba before coming here.
Correct. Yeah. So he has moved up recently with grand ambitions to revolutionize and professionalize the tattoo industry in Malawi. So hence he is opening the studio in Lilongwe, in the capital.
So how are you finding it? Since you're filling in the shoes, so I'll be asking you as though you're the one. How are you finding it? Like the tattoo market in Malawi, is it as good?
It's something that, in terms of the demand for tattoos, I feel like it's definitely growing. And this is something I've learned from spending time with Gift, that more and more people are interested. It's something that I think really taps into also just generally African heritage. It's a very kind of African cultural thing.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I know Gift is really wanting to specialize in is using those kind of Malawian icons and motifs and bringing those into the work that he's doing to kind of celebrate culture, really.
So to brief you, Ben, this guy, Gift, is a tattoo artist, but he doesn't have any ink on his body. Not even a drop. Zero.
That's ironic.
Very.
There's a good reason for that.
No.
What's it?
Well, the good reason is that, in my opinion, he's the best tattoo artist in Malawi.
Like
And it's very hard to tattoo yourself.
Okay.
But what I do know is that he has practiced a lot on his own skin. So he knows how it feels, but just without the ink.
What?
Otherwise, how are you going to know? So yeah, he has a lot of, if you like, invisible tattoos, non-ink tattoos.
You're not making sense. Yeah, that's what,
Run it back.
So as part of learning how to tattoo other people, he would tattoo with the pen, but with no ink. So he knows the depth, how it feels, how it should be.
But he has no tattoo.
Not yet.
like what? You
yet.
don't get high on your own supply. It doesn't make sense.
No, like you don't have to. That's the loop.
I think he's planning. I think he's planning to do a tattoo on himself. But I think it's just hard. It's it's like your canvas is the wrong way around and back to front. So I think it's a little harder to tattoo yourself. I'm speaking as a non-tattoo artist,
if he
so
really
I have
wanted
no.
a tattoo, I'm pretty sure his laps were going to be filled. This is very accessible.
Yeah, this is
right. Yeah.
Is it? Do you do tattoos as well? Yeah.
No, I do not.
don't?
I do not. No,
But
I'm
I
just
think
I'm just the canvas.
I've heard so much about that guy. He's a Zomba guy, isn't he?
He was a Zomba guy.
Yeah.
Now he's-
A couple of friends that I know, they have really nice tattoos, like my forearms are, really nice, good quality. And I'm like,
Where did
is
you
this Malawian stuff? He's like, yeah, this is done here. Yeah. So to hear that he's launching here in Lilongwe, I mean, the whole city is going to be accessible to these quality services. Is quite amazing. Yeah. And last week I had an event. I was shooting an event at EU Residence Embassy, I think, and I met Dr. Q.
Yeah.
He also has
a
a new tattoo
now,
on his forearm.
Oh yes.
It's a tribal thingy, and he says it's in remembrance of his father.
Dope.
Yeah. So I'm like, this guy's doing.
He's
great
really
work.
good. He's really good. I think I've only started hearing about this guy, I think, since January this year, because I've seen a couple of people from Blanta saying that they've gotten tattoos from him, of late. So I was like, who's this guy? Because I know other people that do, but I've never heard of him. So I was like, okay, cool. He's got a very good catalog, and he's really, he's cultured, I would say. Now, my question is, I don't know if you know the answer to this question. How long has he been in the business?
So the background that I know of, he's always been an artist. Always been an artist specializing in realist kind of pencil and portrait work. Incredible artist, actually. Very, very good pencil work, and that's something that I hope he continues doing. He's also trained as a nurse. So he is graduating later this year with a diploma. So I cannot think of a better combination for somebody who I'd want to do a tattoo on me than somebody who is an incredible artist and a nurse. So to my knowledge, he's been doing tattoos since I think 2022. I first met him a year ago. I think actually a year ago this weekend. It was at Zomba City Festival last year.
That's the time we met.
Yes, where I got my first tattoo from gift here. So that's when we met, and we kind of kept in touch. I brought him over to Zokafest. And he's just grown like over the year. And this guy is the product of he's incredibly talented, but he's the product of hard work, and these are the people you got to watch out for. The ones who actually
he's good.
put the hard graft
he's really
in.
good, because what I've seen, the growth itself, from somebody that I wasn't hearing about to somebody that everybody else is speaking about. It's, because I know other tattoo artists in Lilongwe, but as of now, people are just talking about him. I want to get a tattoo. Where's Kweza? I want to go there. I want to see the studio. Black frame. You're like, okay, cool. I get it. Relax yourself. So I think he's also utilizing the digital space. Is putting out work on Facebook, TikTok, because I'm constantly seeing him doing, because even the video of him tattooing Q is on his TikTok.
There's a video too.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. I actually saw him. I'm like, you got this? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, man. So now that we're in Malawi, culturally, as we go back in culture, tattoos are fine. But I don't know what happened in between. There are many myths and beliefs that are against tattoos, taboos, or whatever. What's the most weird myth or whatever have you heard about tattoos?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know, because I'm now back in my shoes, speaking from my experience living in the UK. Tattoos are everywhere. Every town has several tattoo studios with several tattoo artists who are fully booked, and there are waiting lists. And so I can't speak on where these myths have come from or exactly what they are, but I really feel like the attitudes are changing here. I feel like as soon as one or two people are getting tattoos, other people are kind of getting inspired, and people are using them as a way to celebrate things, to convey their identity. They're often they have a lot of meaning behind them. Sometimes it's just a case of a little bit of bravery of people not knowing how it's going to feel, how much it's going to hurt. But I guarantee you get one, and you're already like you're sat in the chair getting a tattoo, already planning your next one. It's like when you're on vacation and you're already planning your next holiday. It's the same kind of thing. So yeah, I think there's going to be a massive growth in the market. And you know, one of the amazing things about the versatility and fluidity of Gift in particular is that his knowledge is vast. He's been doing some training that is UK based. He has a UK based mentor called Kelly Yates from Savannah Studios. He's one of these people who will just put himself out there and just learn constantly. And he's very, very adept at tattooing, you know, the Azungu market, the white skin. He's good at color work. He has recently just done a beautiful watercolor tattoo. And, you know, he really wants to promote that for the tourist and volunteering industries in Malawi, because what better souvenir can there be to take from your stay here than to go home with, you know, a piece of permanent artwork. But, you know, a lot of the Malawians that I've spoken to who have tattoos have had them abroad rather than in Malawi. And, you know, Gift is absolutely great because he also knows the local market well. He knows how to tattoo and care for black skin. He knows what looks good. He knows how to make designs that are going to stand out, that are going to pop. And so, yeah, I think it's you know, absolutely great for a long way to have somebody with that knowledge base and that level of experience as well. Yeah.
So for aspiring tattoo artists down in the ghettos, whatever, most like the one that did my first tattoo, the only problem that the challenge that he faces is accessibility of ink, good ink, you know, the paint, whatever. So how, because you guys are now pioneering that vast, you know, industry of tattooing, whatever, however you call it. But how are you going to empower these young ones? Because I mean, it has to grow.
Yeah.
You know, we cannot only have Gift for the whole Malawi.
That's very true. There's a lot of people and one Gift. So, you know, the whole thing with the studio was about professionalism, about knowledge, about educating people. And that's what you'll see a lot more of in his channels as well. So with the studio, all of the equipment and the consumables, they've all been brought in from overseas. So they are kind of top of the range, top quality products, the inks, the needles and everything that is, and even the tattoo machine have come from the UK, from the US. So it's often in Malawi, it's, you know, we talked about with music before, it's a case of getting resources in. So, you know, once you have those channels and you can actually have the right resources, combine that with the knowledge and expertise, you know, somebody who's from the healthcare profession, the fact that he set up a studio space in particular because he wants a space that should be sterile, it should be a lab, it should be a controlled environment so that you can be safe and secure, that, you know, you're getting you're in the best hands to get something that is it's a piece of artwork, but, you know, it's open skin, it's an open wound, and it needs proper care. So I think that, you know, by setting up the studio and having this as a, you know, kind of showcasing what's possible, educating people on what's important, especially when it comes to aftercare, you know, I think that, you know, hopefully down the line, Gift will be in a position where he can pass on that knowledge, not just to the people who are receiving the tattoos and how to look after them, but in aspiring tattoo artists as well. I know he's already an educator and he already teaches people to draw pencil portraits. And he's shown me recently just the photos of a student of his sort of before and after. He's been working with him for a few months. And yeah, so he's just a great all-around guy, great artist, great teacher, great human being. Makes us all feel a little bit inadequate.
Yeah, man, but I'm really thankful for the support system around him. Big shout out to Kweza for, you know, allowing him to have the space, and the mentors, you know, also the clients as well, because the business has to grow. That's the only way it can grow, you know. What my concern is now would be, okay, there are reasons behind getting tattoos. And I remember asking you about myths. One of the misconceptions when it comes to tattooing yourselves in Malawi is based on beliefs, you know, being faith or whatever, or, you know. So a lot of people would get them and get a certain type of reception from home or from people around them, from friends, family, you know. So is there any way, like a control, you know, I understand. Even the people that sell alcohol, they have to say, if you're under, like, below this age, you cannot drink. I cannot sell it to you. If you have problems with your liver, you're not advised to, drink. Now, is there any, I know, between business and also just that control, because we don't have to have people saying that, gift is corrupting our kids. This Kweza guys are corrupting the society. Is there any way that maybe I'm a first timer and then you'd be like, okay, cool, you want a tattoo? Why do you want it? Do you have this type of sessions, or it's just, you don't want a tattoo? Okay, how should you do it? Yeah. Come on, let's do it. And
really good question. And I know there's a consultation process and there is a consent form. So people have to be over the age of 18. Okay. You have to declare that you're not under the influence of, alcohol or drugs at the time, that you're of sound mind, all of these, all the little fine print details. But, they're important. They are important because you are asking for a permanent piece of artwork. So, yeah, there's a very extensive consultation form and a consent form to go through any factors that might affect you getting a tattoo, that you understand that it's permanent, that you are responsible for your own aftercare. But, Gift sends out documents about how to look after your tattoo afterwards and sells products. So, yeah, I think in that sense, he has all bases covered. And, there is, as I say, this consultation process whereby you get to sit together and really talk about what the artwork is, what it means. And, as an artist, you might come in with just an idea. Yeah. And he can then put that into a work of art that is meaningful, is representative of what you're hoping to get out from the session.
I think that answers mine. Any questions from you, Mr. Mwase? You don't want to get a tattoo? Somewhere just to fill their head with fake hair. No? Okay. Uncle Ben.
You say?
Any questions for Max?
Oh, yeah.
Are we getting tattoos? That was another question.
Yeah, that's a question.
My first question.
No, let Uncle Ben start, please.
I wanted to know, do I have to book if I want to come over, or is it a walk-in space?
For the tattoo studio, it's a book-in. So drop him a message. He's very responsive, and he can book you in for a consultation, or you can send over some initial ideas just over WhatsApp and have a chat. So, it's a space where, feel free to walk on by and while you're there, call into my coffee shop, which is also opening next weekend.
Oh, yeah? Where are you going to be based?
So we're pretty much next door. We're pretty much next door neighbors. So we've been kind of like painting, moving around rooms, helping each other move furniture. So everything is happening at Kweza. Oh. So for people who haven't been, who don't know, and I'm very much not qualified to speak on behalf of Mr. Q Malawi, but Kweza is going to be amazing. It's still undergoing renovations, which is why it's a little bit of a known secret. But it has a dance studio, it has a recording studio, it has hot desking space, it's going to be an event space, it now has a tattoo studio, and it's going to have an artisan coffee shop. And my prediction, this is my prediction, Area 3 is going to be the new arts district of the Long Way. Remember those words.
I'm looking forward to that.
But yeah, so
Area 3 is going to be the new arts district of the Long Way.
Yeah.
There we go.
She said it first.
So yeah, the artisan coffee shop is what creatives need to fuel the inspiration. So it's a little bit of a pipe dream that me and my husband have had since living in the UK, and we're now putting it into fruition. Thanks to Q and to Kweza. So expect some very good single origin pour overs, V60s. We're bringing it to the Long Way.
All right. Your coffee, are you going to, like people put a little something in the coffee? Because, I have to.
Oh, we're going to be open for evening events as well. So, we're going to be having some coffee cocktails and espresso martinis and things. So, we've got you covered.
Okay. So, free tattoos?
You're speaking to the wrong person now. I certainly
now
cannot
you're the
speak
wrong
on
person.
behalf.
Now you're the wrong person. All this time you're the
I'm going to be
representative.
getting myself in trouble here.
But you have to give us free tattoos for
I mean, free coffee I can offer you.
people won't see that we got coffee, but they can see the tattoo. But okay, thank you for the free coffee. Mhm. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to checking out the space. I'm planning to come. I was just looking, clearing my schedules.
You need the tattoo of his girlfriend's name on his chest.
I mean, he's
he
talking.
keeps
Let him
talking about
speak
it
for
for a long
himself.
A
time.
lot of pressure.
let him speak for himself. But I have a tribal mark that I have to complete,
Nice.
so I want him.
Which
to
was
do it.
done poorly by a very local tattoo artist, so, which needs to be fixed.
Gift also does a lot of cover-ups right now.
Yeah, see?
A lot of very good
See?
cover-up work.
You... I'm sorry.
Do we get to see this?
Huh?
Do we get to see this?
No, thanks. No, thank you.
How much did the tattoo cost you? 2,000 kwacha. Which one don't you have?
No.
And we'll be at the launch, by the way. Podcastmalawi will be at
We'll be at the coffee launch. No, the Black Flame Studio launch. Yeah. Which will happen next weekend.
Correct.
Okay. Next weekend is Akawaja? But 2? 4. On the 4th of May.
4th and 5th, 9:30 to 4:30.
there, getting their free tattoos.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get my trouble mic.
Fighting for you people, right?
No, you're not. You're telling people lies. 2K for a tattoo.
But you're getting a free one.
No.
And if it's cheap to get, it's often expensive to fix.
Yeah, no, it wasn't 2K also.
5K maybe.
It's 20K. It's 20K. Yeah. But yeah, I'll get a tattoo for me just to be the face.
Yeah, but anyway, we need to fix his tattoo to match up with the standards these days. Yeah.
Delusions of grandeur. Yeah, man, but thank you very much for pulling through and for the information and also for the new tattoos from Gift for,
I'm going to get in
supporting our
trouble
boy.
when I leave the studio. You're just going to be calling me going, Max, what did you just agree to?
No, but yeah, we're going to get tattoos from there. I bet Uncle Ben has been looking for a tattoo.
I just said it.
Yeah.
One right here.
Of your face of your ex.
Mm-hmm.
It says Prulo.
One in particular.
Exorcisms. Yeah, man, Max, thank you very much for coming to Podcast Malawi and trusting the brand and also filling in the shoes for that big guy, chatty guy.
I'll have to bring him in next time.
Yeah, he has to come. He has to come through.
For sure.
There, and people will also see him at the launch because we are going to be there. And also, to add on, Gift is on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Do you have his handles?
Yeah, it's at Gibbo Arts for Instagram and at Gibbo Arts 2 for TikTok.
Okay.
Agibo.
Yeah, so it's at Gibo Arts. It's just, you didn't get that right. You butchered it. Gibo.
Gibo Arts.
Oh, I'm going to get in trouble again. He sent the wrong person.
But yeah, thanks for pulling through. It's always nice to have you, man. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You, man. And you have a beautiful day.
You too.
Thank you.
and say hi to Rich.
He's in the car.
Go and say hi to Rich yourself. No? Scared?
I'm scared.